IELTS Life Skills A1 Spouse Visa Test.
Hello everyone, this is Angelina. I'm an IELTS coach and a language trainer, and I welcome you back to the series of lessons for the preparation of IELTS A1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test. Here is a list of 50 to 60 important topics that you need to prepare to pass IELTS A1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test in first attempt, without failing even a single time. I'm going to mention the link to these topics in the description box and a card in here. You can click here and get an access to all these important topics. So today, in this video, I'm going to tell you about the recent important topics in the exam. I was updated by one of my students on this channel. What were the topics that came in the exam recently? In the introduction part, the examiner asked these questions. What's your full name? Can you spell your name? Where do you come from? What do you do? And the examiner asked questions about nature during her last trip or during her previous trip. The examiner asked questions about study of nature. Then in the question section, candidate A had the topic fun activity and candidate B had the topic shopping on weekends. Then in the third part, that is the discussion part, candidate A and candidate B talked together about meeting people. Alright, so let's answer these questions. What's your full name? You can tell your name. Can you spell your name? Then tell the spelling of your name. Remember, you have a first name and a surname. Your first name is, for example, this name is Kiran Kaur, right? So the first name is Kiran and the surname is Kaur. So when the examiner says spell your first name, then spell your first name. If the examiner says spell your full name, then spell your full name, that is Kiran Kaur. Then where do you come from? Where do you come from? I come from, and then the name of your city and your country. What do you do? I'm a housewife, or I am a teacher, or I work, or I study, whatever you want to say. Now let's talk about the questions about nature during the last trip. Have you traveled to a place where you studied nature during your last trip? Yes. Recently I went to the north of my country. Everything was so beautiful there. I loved the mountains, the trees, lakes. The nature was absolutely gorgeous and stunning. I also loved looking at the birds and even the animals there. It was a lot of fun. Do you like to visit places which are calm and quiet? Yes, I love to visit places which are calm and quiet and I can study nature. Do you like to study nature? Do you like animals? Do you like plants? Do you like trees? Do you like mountains, rivers? How often do you study nature? With who do you like to study nature? Why do you study nature? Do you think it is important to study nature? These are the questions that the examiner can ask you about studying nature, as nature includes animals, plants, trees, flowers, rivers, mountains, everything that we have out there in the nature that is a part of the topic nature, study of nature. The examiner can ask you these questions connected to any topic. Maybe the examiner can ask you about study of nature during your previous trip. The examiner can ask you study of nature in your childhood, right? So be prepared for that. Moving on to the next topic. The next topic was fun activity. Now, what are the questions that you can ask your other candidate about fun activity? Do you like fun activities? Which is your favorite fun activity? How long it's been it is your favorite fun activity? With who do you enjoy doing your favorite fun activity? Do you think reading books is a fun activity? Do you think listening to music is a fun activity? Do you think traveling is a fun activity? Do you think cooking is a fun activity? Do you think watching films is a fun activity? So just like that, there are so many questions that you can ask about fun activities. Moving on, candidate B had another topic, and the topic was shopping on weekends. So do you like to shop on weekends? With who do you go to shop on weekends? Do you like to buy clothes on weekends? Which is your favorite shopping mall? Do you like to go shopping on Saturday or on Sunday? With who do you go shopping on weekends? How do you travel for shopping on weekends? Do you like to purchase grocery on weekends? Do you like to buy shoes on weekends? Do you think that weekends are convenient for shopping? How do you travel for shopping on weekends? Do you like to shop for cosmetics or makeup on weekends? Do you like to shop for stationery on weekends? So there are many questions that you can ask about shopping on weekends or buying something on weekends. Moving on, the next topic was meeting people. Now, there are many questions that you can ask your other partner about meeting people. Question number 1, do you like meeting people? Who do you like to meet most often? Do you like to meet your friends? Do you like to meet your relatives? Do you like to meet your school friends? Do you like to meet your colleagues or your co-workers? Do you like to meet your teachers? Do you like to meet your neighbors? Do you like to meet your university friends? How often do you meet someone? When do you like to meet your friends? When do you like to meet your relatives? What do you like about meeting people? Do you think meeting other people is important? So just like that. I hope you learned something. Until next time, please like, share, and subscribe.